Welcome to the Accountancy Learning AAT sample paper debrief videos. I'm Sarah, and in this video I'll take you through the Introduction to Bookkeeping Sample Paper 1 Task 5. Task 5 is about processing supplier invoices or credit notes and entering them into the daybook. At the start of the question we are given some information about a supplier invoice. It's been checked, authorised and coded. Part A asks us to enter the invoice into the digital bookkeeping system by selecting the correct module option and then making the necessary entries. So we are looking at a supplier invoice here. So when we're looking at our daybook, so this is an invoice that we have received from a supplier, so we've made some purchases. So it's going to be in our purchases daybook. Now we need to put in the bookkeeping entries. So let's have a look. We need a supplier code. So we'll look back up here and we're given the supplier code BIF32. Next we need a general ledger code, so let's find that. So we've got 5032. The invoice number 3239 and what the net amount is. So this is before VAT 371.25. Then we need to choose our VAT code. It shows VAT at 20%. So we are on VAT 4. The next part of the question then, we are given a purchase order and an invoice related to goods that have been supplied by Gower Products. And then part B asks us to identify 4 discrepancies in the invoice. So let's have a little look at what we can find. So we can see that we've got a difference in date here. We've got the right number of boxes supplied and we've got the right amount per box. The type ZX154 is different XZ154, and then we've got the net 30 days as payment terms or net monthly, which are different as well. So straight away we've got 3 differences just by examining the purchase order and the invoice. So let's have a look at what we've got. So we proved that the quantity supplied was fine, the 80 boxes, but the product supplied, we've got a difference in these numbers here. So that's one of our differences. We can see that we've got the dates are different, but we agreed that the unit price, the 476, was the same. Just jumping down, we know that the terms of payment are also different. And now we need to have a look at whether it's going to be part of the pricing. So we know the unit price is fine, so that was at 476. So the net amount should be 476 times 80, which equals 380.80. So that's correct. The VAT amount will be 380.80 times 20%, which is 76.16. So we know that's right. And when we add these two together, we should have 456.96 and then this is where our difference is, that the pence is 20p out. So it would be our total amount that is different, and that's the 4 discrepancies between the invoice and the purchase order. So when you're looking at these, do make sure you're looking at each individual section, and do be careful that you don't quickly skim it, because like the product type XZ154 and ZX154 is very easy to think they are the same product. So be sure to be reading it all fully. That then brings us to the end of task 5.